All right, thank you. All right, as is tradition, we will have a closing prayer by Herbie Folsom. Then we will join hands, gather around the room, and have... oh, I'm sorry, that's right. I'm sorry, Glendora. Thank you, Ruth. That's good. We haven't finished yet, but after that, then we will have a closing prayer by Herbie. Then we will stand up, join hands around the room, and then we will adjourn for the evening, and we will be done by 9:20, which is pretty good for us. So, all right. So, Glendora, why don't you come up and we've got a couple of minutes here and a few jokes.
You're the treasurer?
I'm going to follow the Exxon rule for public speaking. If you don't strike oil in 4 minutes, stop drilling. I regret to announce that this month's clairvoyance meeting has been canceled due to unforeseen circumstances. The lawyer said to the judge, I want a new trial on the basis of new evidence, and the judge says, what's the new evidence? And the lawyer says, I just found out my client has another $10,000. The eye doctor said to the Japanese man, you have a cataract. He says, no, I have a Rinkin. The famous author was asked, what do you consider your greatest work of fiction? And he said, my income tax form. Marilyn was asked, why do you always take your check to the bank? You get paid and you take your check to the bank. And she said, it's two widows who go by itself. A man said that his town had the lowest death rate. Nobody wanted to be caught dead there. And they had a new fire truck. What do you use the old fire truck for? False alarms. And it's so small that the Masons and the Knights of Columbus formed a coalition, and they called themselves the Masonites. Now, folks, people ask me where I get these jokes, and I told them it's the family, the Folsom family. They started me out young. They started me out very young. I went to the annual meeting this morning, and I want to tell you that it had a very happy ending. Everybody was glad when it was over. Now, folks, I have here something red, and in here there's something green, and now we are out of the red. I have 4 nephews: Ralph Edward Folsom, Scott Richard Folsom, Stephen Richard Folsom, and John Roger Erskine Folsom, and you don't know how hard I pleaded with those boys to come to this reunion. No. So I'm going to do what you say, buy them a... How much is a membership?
Today, $12.
Okay, I'll do that. And one of my nephews, Ralph Edward Folsom, was a Maine State Trooper for 20 years, and he told me he was arresting Folsoms all the time. All right, we'll go on to tell you about the couple who got married so late in life that Medicare picked up 80% of the honeymoon. And you heard about the dentist who married the manicurist, and now they fight tooth and nail. And the patient says, hey doc, you haven't pulled the right tooth yet. And the dentist says, no, but I'm getting closer. And a man walked into the restaurant and he said, is the chef in? And the waitress says, no, he went out to eat. Now, finally, I want to tell you about the little old couple got summoned to court because she stole a can of peaches. And the judge says, well, how many peaches in the can? And she said, 6. He said, you are hereby summoned to 6 days in prison, 1 day for each peach. And the little old man says, well, could I say something? The judge says, be brief. And the little old man said, she also stole a can of peas.